Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Tiff and Tony Show. We have got a great interview lined up for you today. Tony and I meet with a professional soccer player and chat about what his life has been like. So let's go check it out.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Tiff and Tony Show. Tiffany, hello. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. My arm is, little by little, I can tell it's healing. So just letting it rest quite a bit.
You've got your sling off. You're ready to go.
Yes.
I love that. So we have got an amazing guest with us today, Carlos Alvarez. Carlos is now playing for the San Diego Loyal. He actually plays for the best US soccer player that's ever seen, Landon Donovan. So learning from the best. You are being coached by Landon Donovan, probably the best soccer player that the United States has seen. Tell me what lessons you're learning from him.
I'm literally like a sponge, every time I'm around him. Obviously, I don't take that for granted because like I told you, the things that I went through with the MLS and everything, obviously it just made me grow as a player. And now that I have him as my coach, just little things, checking over your shoulder, making the right runs, timing. Every time you step on the field, it could be your last time you're stepping on it. You really don't know. You get me? So just enjoy what you do and just be thankful every day that you do what you do.
So I have a question for you that's in the now, but looking back. If you could travel back in time and you could give yourself a single piece of advice, what would you tell your teenage self?
Don't let the opportunities you have just go by, basically. So like I was fortunate enough to play MLS 4 years and everything, and I was at the top, and maybe I took it for granted. I'm not saying USL is not a hard competition, because obviously it is, but I've been playing for the USL for the last 4 years as well, and I think if I could go back in time, I would say, take advantage of the opportunities I had when I was in the MLS to try to stay there, or at the same time, try to learn as much as I can from older people or veterans. So see how they stood and, stood in the MLS instead of, going up and down or trying to fight your way back up.
Yep. And it might be easy to take something like that for granted. So it's a really good message for our youth to hear, reminders for us that there are things in our lives that are gifts, and being able to appreciate the gravity of how they're affecting our life. These positive things is a good reminder.
So shifting gears a little bit, I want to go back to this internal narrative. When you're looking to step into a big game and you're preparing, a lot of that is mental preparation. What are some of the things you tell yourself before that big game?
No, I think all the preparation was done during the week, so you train so hard during the whole week that you get tactics, you get your condition, you get the opponents, how they're going to play. That when it comes to the game, I think that's the easiest part. You go and enjoy it because you work so hard during Monday through Friday. So I think the game is not the hard thing. Obviously, you want to do good and you want to perform at your highest level. And I think if you train hard on Monday through Friday, I think on Saturday, you're just going to enjoy it because this is what we love doing.
Just stepping on the field ready to go. But you've put the preparation in beforehand.
Yeah, it sounds like muscle memory. So it's the practice and the effort that you're putting into the practice that you're reaping the benefit of. And because you've put in the practice, you're able to step back and enjoy it more when the game.
We challenge our watchers every week in a way that gets them to get out there and put into practice some of the things that we've been talking about. So we've asked our viewers to become aware of their internal narrative, keep a journal, become aware of the labels that they're wearing, and then separate themselves from these internal narratives and labels and practice that, and say, rather than saying I am shy, it's I am feeling shy. And once they start to practice that on a regular basis, it's kind of like your Monday to Friday practice. So when you get to actually the game time, you're equipped with the tools to be able to remove the labels, and then be the very best version of yourself, like you do on a weekend on Saturday. Yeah. Well, Carlos, thank you very much for your time today. Have you got any last words for our viewers? Any advice that you would give them on how they can live their best life possible?
Well, first of all, thank you, Tony, and thank you, Tiffany. And then, well, the best advice I could give them is enjoy every day like it's your last.
Awesome. I love that. Tiffany, anything else from you?
Just thank you. This has been so nice meeting you, getting to know you, Carlos, and hearing just some positive words that you have to encourage our kids. It's awesome.
Thank you. And, the kids will get a lot of opportunities. Just make sure, you guys keep doing it. I bet you guys are doing a great job. So, no, thank you guys for having me.
All right. Thank you very much. Challenge this week for you kids at home. Keep practicing. Keep practicing the stuff that we're talking about. Journal, become aware of your labels, become aware of that internal narrative. So when you actually step onto the playing field, that is your life, you're able to just step in and enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining this week's episode of the Tiff and Tony Show. One of the best ways you can support us is by liking and sharing this video with your friends on social media. And we can't do this work alone. We need you. If you'd like to support us by donating, you can donate right here. And with that, we will see you right back here next Monday.